Hi Aquarius. Welcome to your June tarot reading. As always, these readings are timeless, so don't get caught up on the month or the date or the year that they're posted. They find you when they're meant to find you. I titled the videos so that if you resonated with the title, it's meant for you. And as always, you take what resonates and you leave the rest. These readings are very general, so not every part is for every person. Let's see. I intend these readings for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Though, if you resonated with the title and you came, who cares? Honestly, to some degree, I feel like putting the signs or relating them to the zodiac in any way is just kind of for fun. But anyway, Aquarius. Let's see. Spirit guides, benevolent ancestors, guardian angels. Please help me to connect to the collective of Aquarius and communicate the messages that they need to hear. Alright, what do they need to hear, Spirit? Like that one. I think there's a passion, a desire, something that you want to take action on that you're a little weary of grabbing. Of just taking it. What else? Whatever this new start is, it's almost like you have a seed in your hand, but you're afraid to plant it. You're like, I don't know if I want to plant that seed. And, you know, for some of you, you shouldn't, right? But you're in a state, in a place where you don't know. And so right now, it's about getting clear. And that is hopefully what we'll do with this reading. What else, Spirit? What is this Ace of Rods about? Okay, this is more about the fear. Okay. So we have this Ace of Rods, the seed you're afraid of planting. And, you know, I wish I could talk about what the seed is, but it's going to be so different for every one of you. I can only describe how it feels to you. I can't, or like what's going on around it energetically. I can't describe what it is. Well, if you'll know what that is, right? So this is the fear. We have a Seven of Rods and a Four of Pentacles. I think you're afraid of ridicule around this. You're afraid of being judged. You have fear around whether this will, is it practical? Is it going to sustain me? Is it going to meet my basics? The Four of Pentacles, like, while it is a representation of building the foundation of what sustains us and what keeps us, keeps us, you know, alive. This is survival, not thriving, right? You may also just feel, yeah, Five of Pentacles. It's the fear. It's I'm of being without, of having lack, and to some degree, for some of you, this is a potent one because you've been here before. And also this could be about foregoing. It could be about foregoing the physical for something that has a higher calling or meaning. So perhaps like releasing some like sacrificing material for a higher calling, for a spiritual calling. Let's see. Oh, that's a lot. Whoa. Oh, wow. Okay. Sorry, a lot came out all at once. So, in this way, this is more about taking the action that's needed, but this is the Ace of Pentacles with the Page of Pentacles. It's, you have something new, some new project that, like, with a material manifestation that you are afraid to bring through because you are afraid of the consequences or the difficulty or the sacrifice that it may ask of you, because right now you are comfortable. So it's like you're sitting on something. You're sitting on something you could be nurturing out of fear. You're in a Four of Pentacles place right now. And then we have Justice in reverse and the Fool. I'm having a Beatles song in my head right now. Sorry. Stay in bed. I'm still yawning. I don't know. I'll have to look up that song. I might put it here in like to give it to you because maybe for some of you that has a message. But the Fool, and so a lot of people have like, you know, the Fool obviously represents new starts, taking a leap of faith, starting something new despite with like a, you know, with innocence. You don't know the consequences that lie ahead. But also it can just represent the person who is seeking, which would be you, lovely viewer. Now I have this Justice here in reverse, and I had Justice in reverse for Libra, which I feel like has a different connotation, because Justice card is Libra. It could be related to making a sacrifice for the greater good. Making a leap to balance the scales. But let me get more information on the Justice, because I feel like there's something behind it that I'm just not accessing right now. Can you please clarify Justice for me? I always get this, like, I always feel kind of, I don't know, cold is the right word. Aquarius says Aquarians can be cold. It's true. I feel like so I kind of get like, I don't know. I don't know how to describe this. It's not the point. I'm just trying to get cards for you. Hurry up with the cards, lady. Let's see. Devil in reverse. Oh my. 3 major arcana out. So that immediately tells me that these are the energies at play that are bringing a major life lesson to you about this. I just heard the devil you know versus the devil you don't. So I think some of you have a big mission here, but you are afraid to move into it, whatever that mission is for you, whatever that action is, that initiatory spark, to create this, to plant this seed, to bring something into fruition, because you prefer the devil you know to the devil you don't. In some regard, I do believe this is in direct reference to our justice system in America anyway, or even just institutions of power at large. Justice can also describe just the law, the common law, or like the way that you know, the institutions in place to control, institutions in place to maintain balance. Obviously, they don't do such, right? That message is not for everybody. Anything else, Spirit? Just if there are pentacles all over this, there's a little bit of ooh, okay. For some of you, you're trying to build something with a group of people who is not interested in building. You're in the incorrect company to actually manifest anything. And I think that has something to do with this devil energy, right? So you have this devil energy, the devil you know, perhaps symbolized by this Three of Cups in reverse. They're like, okay, well, you know, I want to build community. I want to build, you know, I want to build something that will last. I want to build something that's generative. I want to build something that serves people. But you're with people who are self-serving. And you may even find yourself falling into that. Or like, oh, well, this is comfortable. Oh, but this is what I know. But it's not comfortable. This is like Seven of Swords comfortable. Or not Seven of Swords, maybe Seven of Swords for some of you. But it's actually Seven of Swords probably fits better. The, you know, like behind the back a little bit. For some people, this might be catty, but taking what isn't yours or isn't like trying to take shortcuts. And I see the Page of Pentacles and Ace of Pentacles in reverse together like this, which the Ace is what the Page is holding, is that there's something you want to start that is misguided right now. And until you resolve that, what you try to plant isn't going to work for you. This is not my favorite message. Brought to you by this bitch. I'm sorry. I feel like there's more here. Let's see. Yeah. And for some of you, it's not even like you're working with these people, but you're in an environment where what you're trying to build is in direct conflict with the people in your community, or they feel it is. And even to some degree, these people may be in active competition or sabotage even. So there just may be company that you're keeping that is not going to support you in this. I also just feel it like that whether they're, I feel like these people are very, whatever these people mean to you, whatever this Three of Cups energy is for you, I get the sense that they're quiet about it. But also they're not overt. But I can also, it gives me that, like, oh, are you sure about that? How are you going to make that work? You know, lots of naysaying, disguised as, maybe not even disguised, just like naysaying that's almost like trying to like keep you where you are. They don't want, these are not the type of people who want to see you go up. What is that? And it's very much that the energy of like the bucket of crabs. Like if you have one crab in a bucket, the crab is going to figure out how to get out of the bucket by itself. But if you have several crabs in the bucket, I think it's crabs, it could be frogs. I don't remember exactly. I'm pretty sure it's crabs though. Doesn't matter. But if you have several crabs in a bucket, if one of the crabs starts to figure out how to get out, the other crabs will pull the crab down because they don't want to see you succeed. That's wild. Why wouldn't you want that? I don't know. Insecurity, probably. So these are more like, in the Seven of Rods, like these rods tend to indicate like some sort of offense against what it is, but this is a much more like implanted thought forms. Like kind of like putting the idea in your head that like, oh no, you're fine here. You're fine here. You shouldn't keep trying, you shouldn't try to get something better for yourself. Like a complete doubt in your ability to bring this to fruition. Which is why you kind of have this thought of like, well, I'm comfortable where I'm at. Like, this is stable. This is serving me. The Four of Pentacles can only serve you to a point. Which is why you end up going into the cold through the Five of Pentacles to get to a 6. Or to, you know, get to 10. Really. And I'm getting crown tingles. I'm seeing the 3, since we have a 4 here, as a step back to reevaluate your foundation. To reevaluate if this is really what you want. And Justice here in reverse is also about weighing out one against another for the ultimate good. And you're having a hard time doing that because you have this devil energy around you. That around you and in you. I don't want anyone to really put the blame of like, oh, well, I would be fine if, you know, I didn't have these people being yada 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 at me. But to just remember that what they say wouldn't have an effect on you if you didn't already have internal doubts and internal struggles and misguided devotion in the first place. It's funny, the Fool is basically at the center of the spread. I feel there's a certain amount of blind faith that's needed to accomplish what it is you want to accomplish. You won't be able, you can't manifest, let me say it this way. You can't create a world you've never seen before by doing things that you've already done. You can't create a world you've never lived in before by doing the things you've always done. Which is why the Ace of Rods is here. To urge you into a new action. It's the stick on the ground. I don't know. I'm the type of person that goes and picks up every... I'm like, ooh, I want that stick. It's an initiatory? I don't know if that's the right word. An act of initiating something new that you are just not... You have to resolve this issue first internally, seeing that these people are just here to reflect to you what it is. But when you resolve that through this evaluation process of your foundations, the inspection of like, oh, is that how I want to like have the building? Is that how I want to do that? I see a lot of Pentacles, which tells me this is about some sort of material security. It's about your money. It's about your possessions. It's about your surroundings. It's about hard reality. And not in a hard reality as in a, like, you know, oh, well, that's just reality, right? People use that sort of language all the time to prevent us from taking steps. But I just mean brass tacks, physical materia. And the Hierophant. I just happened to look. I love how little these cards are. What is this Hierophant? It might be worth seeking an elder or a mentor. Someone you trust. It may also be just conventional wisdom that I feel like when I see this upright, I don't really have too much to say about like old paradigms being in the way, though I feel like that's more of the devil energy here in reverse. I heard go back to school. Don't know what school that is, but for some of you that may be helpful. But seeking somebody outside of the situation, someone you trust, someone who you feel like isn't going to try to tell you what is right and wrong, but help you figure out what you need to figure out for yourself. Wise counsel to the Fool. Seek it. Especially if you have the little birdies in your ear telling you, oh, well, you should do this, you should do that. Oh, that's not reasonable, that's not rational, oh, that's not going to work. For some of you, it's just get therapy. Sorry. Anyway, Aquarius, that is your reading. I hope it was helpful. If you liked that reading, give it a like. If you want more of this content, feel free to subscribe. And hit all my buttons. You know, I have information in the description about other places you can find me. And I just hope you have a wonderful day. Thank you so much for being here.